Chapter 2142. So, she angrily reprimanded, "Boy, dare to be disrespectful to the Sioux family. You are looking for death." Alex sneered. "Why? This is disrespect to the Sioux family? I tell you, sooner or later, I will let Chung Feng and Zin kneel down in front of me and beg me to forgive them." Ruoli felt a buzz in her head at this moment. Chung Feng is her grandfather, and Zin is her biological father. Since she was a child, under the indoctrination of her mother, she has had a fascination with her father. Therefore, at this time, she could not wait to torture Alex on the spot in order to avenge him for insulting her father. At this moment, she took out a sharp black-bladed dagger from her waist and said coldly, "Boy, today I must make you die without a place to be buried." Saying it, Ruoli yelled and rushed towards Alex. This time, she no longer wanted to analyze in her heart between Alex and herself, who was strong and who was weak, who would win and who would lose. She had been dazzled by anger. She just wanted to take advantage of Alex early and defend the dignity of her father and the Sioux family. However, was Alex someone she could handle? Seeing her holding a dagger and rushing forward, Alex stood still and waited for her. The closer Ruoli was to Alex, the faster her speed became. She had gathered all her internal energy in her right arm, and with the sharp blade of titanium alloy in her hand, even a car could be cut off by her, not to mention a flesh and blood body. Moreover, she knew very well in her heart that the more internal energy she gathered, the greater the potential energy of this knife would be, and the faster she ran, the greater the inertia of her body. Adding the two together, the strength of this blow would be difficult even for the gods to resist. Therefore, at this moment, she was ready to kill Alex with one blow. But the moment she rushed to him, a sudden change appeared. Alex did not step back, nor did he dodge, but directly stretched out a hand and easily grasped Ruoli's wrist. Ruoli felt as if her wrist was completely fixed, unable to move at all, and her heart was shocked. And her worldview was almost completely subverted at this moment. She had learned the peak martial arts of the He family since she was a child. When she was 18 years old, she was already the strongest among the younger generation of the He family. Moreover, in the entire He family, her strength was second only to several elders, including Grandpa. Her mother, Roma, was not Ruoli's opponent because of the loss of an arm. This showed that her strength was by no means comparable to ordinary people. At this time, she was extremely horrified and said in her heart, "I just made such a full blow. Even if the strongest grandpa of the He family were here, it would be impossible for him to resist it so easily. Grandpa would at least have to go all out to fight. The strength of this blow would have to be completely removed. But my full blow in front of this guy is like child's play. This guy just moved his hand and completely resolved my thunderous offensive and brought the whole attack to an abrupt end. How capable is he?" Ruoli knew that the overall strength of her attack was not weaker than a bullet that came out of the chamber. Alex stretched out his hand to block all her attacks. It was equivalent to stretching out his hand to pinch a bullet fired at high speed. Therefore, Ruoli trembled inwardly and exclaimed, This is simply not something a human can do. What magical powers does the man in front of me have?" Rarely in her heart, she became flustered and blurted out, "You? Who are you?" "Me?" Alex smiled indifferently. "To say a word without boasting or pretending, I am someone you and your entire Sioux family can't afford to offend.